Hello, I am Haley Ashworth, and for my presentation, it'll be on water and sanitation. So Pakistan is very vulnerable to disasters, including earthquakes, floods, droughts, and internal displacement due to conflict. This often leaves hundreds of thousands of affected people in need of emergency water and sanitation support. After the 2005 earthquake, severity affected the existing drinking water supply and sanitation systems in 5 districts of Pakistan. Wells and springs reported significant reduction in yield, with water sources buried under landslides, along with considerable damage of sewer networks, drains, and related infrastructure. The government launched a water and sanitation emergency relief program. This program entailed restoration of water supply systems, laying of distribution system, and provision of storage tanks using rainwater, distribution of water purification systems, etc. Despite the difficulties, clean water is being provided for several people. After the 2010 flood, severity was influenced on drinking water and environmental sanitation systems in 82 out of 122 districts of Pakistan. After the 2010 flood, several humanitarian organizations launched water supply and environmental sanitation relief and rehabilitation programs. Estimated 70% of households still drink bacterial contaminated water. Sustainable access to water, sanitation, hygiene, and health centers and schools also remain a challenge, especially for girls who lack adequate facilities. Effects of climate change and rapid urbanization also contribute to challenges of improving access to safe water and sanitation. This picture that I have on my slide, it is a safe drinking water port constructed by UNICEF in Pakistan. Pakistan is one of the top 5 countries worldwide in providing and improving access to clean water and decent toilets and good hygiene. The effects. In 2011, as many as 97,900 people died annually due to poor water and sanitation in Pakistan. In 2011, it was reported that 54,000 children under the age of 5 die caused by dirty water and sanitation every year in the country. The children suffering from poor water and lack of sanitation are also likely to fall behind in school or even drop out. Despite the impressive progress that is in place to improve access to clean water, decent toilets, and good hygiene, 22 million people still have no choice but to drink dirty water, and more than 2 in 5 people don't have a decent toilet. "10 years in the future. Massive water crisis is unfolding that has profound implications for countries' stability and security. Rapid urbanization and conflict, combined with corruption, crime, and years of mismanagement, have left a massive proportion of the population without access to clean water. And now this is a long festering crisis threatens to upend Pakistan's politics. Pakistan's water crisis is that until recently, the country has been doing well in connecting more to its citizens to a water supply and sanitation network. From 1990 to 2015, the percentage of the country's population with access to clean water increased from 86% to 91%. But in a reversal of what happens in most countries, almost all of this improvement occurred in rural areas, and the percentage of urban residents with access to clean water actually declines from 97 to 94% over the same period. From all this information gathered, I believe that the water and sanitation will slowly get better in some areas as the government takes action, but it will also be an ongoing struggle. It'll take many years. This picture is a chart that shows the improvement over 25 years of sanitation facilities. As you can see, that Pakistan was little over 20%, and then after 25 years later, it went up to a little over 60%. So it is increasing slowly, but it is increasing. Why should we care? I believe that we should always care if people around the world are suffering every day, like in Pakistan. Many are dying, many children are dying, many families are affected by this. And we are blessed to have access to clean water and sanitation. And if we can, we should help. We should donate money to the organizations that have been working on a project to increase the water supply and sanitation. Any help can go a long way to those that are less fortunate than us. What can help? Improving the quality of water. UNICEF supports the government with frameworks to plan, prioritize, and budget for safe water services. The aim is to improve the quality of water supply and ensure access to safe drinking water to 9% of the population deprived of it. Having wash in schools and health facilities could also help improve. Providing students with a healthy learning environment, it employs the globally successful 3-star approach in schools to ensure healthy habits such as hand washing among students. UNICEF also supports WASH facilities and health structures to ensure the health of patients as well as reduce the spread of preventable diseases. Having WASH in emergencies. Assist communities in preparing and coping with effects of disasters on WASH facilities. In the advent of natural disasters, diseases such as diarrhea and typhoid spread rapidly, and access to WASH services becomes a critical life-saving humanitarian intervention. These are the references I've used for the information I gathered for this project. Thank you for listening to my presentation.